Hello everyone and welcome back to Grace Crochets. For today's video, I will be teaching you all how to crochet this super cute headband for a baby, a toddler, or even yourself if you choose to make it just a little bit bigger. This pattern is super easy. All you have to know how to do is a double crochet and a bobble stitch. However, if you don't know how to do those, that's completely fine. I will be teaching you all in this video. So let's get started. You're going to start off with your foundation chain. The length of your foundation chain is going to vary based on who you are making this for. So if you're making this for a baby, it's obviously going to be a lot smaller than if you're making it for yourself. Also, how many chains you're going to have will vary based on the yarn that you're using and the size of the hook that you are using. Now, for this one that I made, I had 68 chains, but it's pretty small. And I used a 3mm hook. If you don't know how to chain, that's completely fine. I'll show you here. So you're going to start off with a loop on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through, and that's one chain. Yarn over and pull through, so then that would be 2 chains. I'm just making a small swatch here, so I have about 30 chains, but once you have your desired length, you're going to straighten out your foundation chain without making sure there's any bending in it. Then you're going to take it and loop it around because you're going to make a circle. You're going to loop it around and insert your hook into the first foundation chain that you made. Let's see here. There we go. Now once you've done that, you're going to yarn over and pull through. That's going to connect it and make just a little circle. So this right here hypothetically would be the circumference of the head. Once you have done this, you can begin working on row 1. Row 1 is just comprised of double crochets. It's super simple, but I'll walk you guys through it. So there are 2 ways that you can begin this. You can either start by chaining 2, or you can do what I do and do what's called a chainless double crochet. So in this first case, that chain 2 would count as a double crochet, but personally I just don't necessarily like the way that that looks when it comes all together. So how I start off my rows is I'll pull up my loop just a little bit and I will yarn over with that loop, and you have to make sure that you hold on to the loop right there so it doesn't fall off. Now you will yarn over, now you will insert your hook into that first chain. Now you will yarn over and you should have 3 loops on your hook, and remember you're holding on to this loop here. Now you will yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. At this point, you can let go of your index finger. I'll zoom in just a little bit. And then you will yarn over and pull through these 2 loops right here. And that is what's called a chainless double crochet. For the remainder of this row, you will do just a regular double crochet, and I will review how to do that here. So yarn over and insert your hook into the next chain. You will yarn over and pull through. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. You can yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through the next 2. So now you have 2 double crochets. I'll do a few more with you guys. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the next 2. So now you have 3 double crochets. You will continue this and place 1 double crochet into each chain around for your first row. And meet me back here to begin on row 2. Now, once you have placed 1 double crochet in each chain around, you have completed your first row. And now you can move on to your second row. I'm going to do the same thing where I will pull up my loop just a little bit, yarn over, insert my hook into that first stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. However, if you don't like doing that, you can always do a chain 2 in replace of a double crochet. Now for row 2, what you will be doing is a crossed double crochet. It's super simple. You're going to yarn over, and instead of placing a double crochet into this next stitch here, you're going to skip that stitch and place one into the next stitch. You will notice you have a little hole right here. You're going to yarn over and work backwards into that stitch that you just skipped. So yarn over, insert your hook there, yarn over, there we go, and pull through, and then you're just going to place a regular double crochet. So pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. And you can see here, if it'll focus, there we go, it'll create a nice crossed pattern. I'll do another with you all. So you're going to skip the next stitch, insert your hook into the next stitch, and place a double crochet. Then yarn over and work back into that stitch that you just skipped, and place a double crochet. I'll do one more with you all. So yarn over, skip the next stitch, insert your hook into the next one, place a double crochet, yarn over, and insert your hook into that stitch that you just skipped. There you go, and you're going to do that the entire way around to complete row 2. Now once that you have completed row 2, you can begin working on row 3, but I would like to say that if you ended with another double crochet here, instead of having 2 more stitches to place a crossed double crochet, and you don't like the way that it looks, it's completely fine, because that part is actually going to be covered with this, so don't even worry about it. Now row 3 is just going to be another row of double crochets. So you guys can quickly knock that out and meet me back here. Now that you have completed row 3, you can move on to row 4. And row 4 is where it might get a little bit tricky if you're new to crochet, but just bear with me on this. So you're going to start off by placing 5 double crochets. I'm going to pull up my loop and make my chainless double crochet. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now at this point into the next stitch, I'm going to place a slip stitch. Now in the next stitch is where I'm going to place my bobble stitch. And how you do that is you will yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, and pull through. Now you will yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops and leave it there. Going to yarn over, reinsert your hook into that same space, yarn over, pull through. You should have 4 loops on your hook now. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You should have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to repeat that. Yarn over, reinsert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You should have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, reinsert your hook into that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You should have 5 loops on your hook right now. Going to yarn over one more time, reinsert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. Now you should have 6 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 6 loops. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can do it. Okay. There we go, goodness. Yarn over, pull through all 6 loops. There we go. Now it should look something like this. Into the next stitch, you're going to place another slip stitch. And you can come in from the back with your finger and kind of push it forward. And that will create the bobble look. Now you can do 5 more double crochets into each of the next 5 stitches. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now that I have my 5 double crochets, I will insert my hook and place a slip stitch. Now I will do my second bobble stitch. I will yarn over, insert my hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Do that again. I will yarn over, insert my hook into the same stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through only 2 loops. Let's do it again. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You should now have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. You should have 5 loops on your hook. We'll do that one more time. Yarn over, insert your hook and pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. You should have 6 loops on your hook at this point. Yarn over and pull through all 6 loops. Let's see if I can do it this time. There we go. Now you'll place a slip stitch into the next stitch. Again, you can come from behind and push the stitch forward to give it that bobble look. And you're going to repeat that pattern of 5 double crochets, placing a slip stitch, then doing your bobble stitch, and then another slip stitch. You're going to repeat that around and meet me back here once you have completed the row. So that is how you do each row. Now let's take a look at this one again. So what I did is I started off double crochet, crossed double crochet, then just regular double crochet, and then I did my bobble stitch row. And then I just repeated that, which brings us to here. Then I did another row of double crochet, crossed double crochet, and then finishing it off with just a regular row of double crochet. And that is how you get this adorable pattern. So let's go ahead and learn how to do this part. You are going to make another foundation chain that is approximately 2 to 3 inches. Basically, you just need it long enough so that if you were to fold this, fold your finished product like so, you could take your foundation chain and wrap it around so that it's comfortable. For me, that's 2.5 inches about. It's going to vary based on the yarn that you are using. So now once you have done that, zoom in just a little bit, you're going to basically just place 2 rows of double crochet. I'll get started with you guys. Yarn over, insert your hook into the 3rd chain from your hook, and place a double crochet. Then you're going to continue along the foundation chain, placing 1 double crochet into every chain. Then you're going to go back for row 2 and place a 2nd row of double crochets. Now, once you have your 2 rows of double crochets, you can cut off your yarn and leave, I left a little over a foot, and that's going to be more than enough. So I'm going to yarn over and pull all of my yarn through to secure it. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to take my finished product, and how I folded mine is I'll zoom out just a little bit more, is I folded mine like so. Personally, I just think that looks the best, but I mean, you could do it any way that you want to. Now, you are going to take your 2 rows of double crochets and wrap it around like so. Now, using any method that you would like, you are going to attach this with the tail and the working yarn that you have. Basically, I'll zoom in to show you guys. You can use a crochet needle to do this. I just use my hook and I weave this back and forth. And it doesn't matter if it's sloppy because it's not going to be showing. So do it whichever way is easiest for you. There we go. And then just weave it back and forth through both of the layers. Then I'll take my tail and my working yarn, and I will tie them together to secure it. I'll do a double knot here. Then I'll pull off the yarn. There we go. And then basically just move it so that the ugly side goes to the back. And fix it and make it however you would like it to look. So that was my original side, and this is what I just did. And that is the finished product. It's a super quick pattern if you're just making this for a baby or a toddler, but it will take a little bit longer if you're making it for yourself. But I love this pattern. It's so easy and it's so cute, and with it getting cold outside, I'm definitely going to be making these one for myself to keep my ears warm. So if you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments. If you guys definitely have any suggestions for future videos, please leave them in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys. And if you haven't already, make sure to click the like and subscribe button. And if you want to get notified on all my future videos, press the notification bell. But anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and stay tuned for more.